Hello, today I want to talk about some things. This is another one of those on Regina Mind videos. So I was thinking, how people just don't want to believe what's going on today. There's so many people just always talking about conspiracy theory. They don't want to believe nothing that we're saying. We are living this thing. We are actually living it. So it can't be a conspiracy theory because you don't live a conspiracy theory. A conspiracy theory is that's all it is a theory, a thought. And sometimes I do get thoughts that I believe in. I don't have no proof, no more than what I see, but I can prove what I'm living. And so I was thinking, people can. I believe people can stop some of this stuff because there are more of us than there are the government. And when our government, the people that's high in places, are killing people, something should be done about that. We really need to voice our voice without fighting, cutting, shooting, burning down stuff. Which, when it came down to Black Lives Matter, the things that happened, the riots, well, that was planned. Black Lives Matter, it was planned to be a riot. And a lot of people went out there thinking they were just going to protest. But see, the police already knew that they were going to start a riot. They were paying people to set those fires. I mean, by people being so blind to what's going on today, children of tomorrow is going to suffer. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Because like I said, I'm 65 years old. I haven't been promised to live to see 100. I have no idea how old I will be before I leave this earth. But I have grandchildren and great grandchildren. I have daughters. I have grandchildren. I have great grandchildren that'll still be here. Maybe. All depends on how well they take care of themselves. But if you don't think nothing going on, you're not going to try to take the actions to take care of yourself. And that's why a lot of people are dead today. Dead because they didn't take the actions. They believe everything the government people say, everything that the president say, everything that the doctors say. You believe in it and running to the hospital and dying right in the hospital alone because you're not listening to the doctors that's telling you that no one should die from COVID. Well, I done said the word now. They were doctors saying this, but they was doctors that's lying because they part of this death sentence. But they were doctors because I heard of medical doctors that were saying no one should die from this C thing. And I don't know why I can't say this word when other people can say the word and they don't get uh uh cut off. And this is my second channel on YouTube. I had a channel under one of my middle names, and this is under my second middle name because they shut me down because I was telling the truth about the dentist. I don't have to lie. One thing I don't have to do is tell lies. And when I was talking about what the dentist did to me, my channel was shut down. So this is my second channel. But anyway, we really have to be more careful about our lifestyle, what we believe in, and don't just trust anybody. I don't care who they are, because people are fake these days. They are really fake people. They tell professional lies, and they don't care about you and yours. So, this just been heavy on my mind about the children, about tomorrow. What's going to happen to our young people of today and tomorrow? When they're putting out all sorts of things into the atmosphere that we have to breathe in. And I know for a fact that something I breathe in, I wasn't even outside. I was in the house, not at this house, but the house that we was living in before we moved in this house. I didn't even open the door. I just walked to the door to check the doorknob, and there was something there that I breathed in. And when I breathed it in, my chest started shutting down. Felt like it was closing up. And it was coming from those cars that was across the street, because all the houses around us were gang stalkers, and they would just leave those lights on, and sometimes they would leave the car running. It would just run. They'll have those lights on, like 4 or 5 cars sitting with their lights on, and it's directed to our house, which a whole porch would be like a cloud. You couldn't see it, but at certain times my security camera would show it. I smell something. Okay, I had to go check that pot. But anyway, people don't want to believe us, for us that's trying to tell people what's going on. It's not just we who being gang stalked. This just people that actually see what's going on. You got so many people talking about how woke they are. You're not woke, because you're looking at things that's demonic. You're woke to the demonic realm. And they want to say they woke, but you're not woke when you're in darkness. That's what you're seeing. When you got your third eye open, you're seeing through the spirits of demons. You are under a cup, but you say you're following Jesus. And like I say, you are a liar and the truth ain't in you. Because if you walk around here with your third eye open, you are of the occult, the fallen angel doctrines. This is who taught man to open the third eye. God said don't eat from that tree, and you eating from it anyway. That's why people that's being targeted don't like me, but I don't care, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I've had people turning on me, talking about me. You don't think I know, but see, God let me know things, and I know that y'all doing things, but I don't care. I really don't, because I'm gonna try to. I'm tell the truth the most that I can, and I know when you opening up your third eye, those are That's a Kundalini spirit, 2 snakes, serpent demons. Even the people that's don't try to pretend that they are following Christ, they tell you that it's a Kundalini spirit. They call it Kundalini energy, dragon energy. That's what they call it. But they demons. But I'm thinking about the future for the children. But like I said, I haven't been promised to live to be 100. I haven't even been promised to live to see 70. I mean, not 70. I ain't in my 70s yet. 66. I'm 65. I haven't been promised to live to see next year. I have no idea when this body here is gonna stop. But when it stops, I pray that I'll see Jesus, and not just see him, but be with him, and not be cast into hell. So I'm about talking truth. And so we have to stop being so naive and thinking the government is for us when they're killing people. The government organization is not just out here destroying people's lives just to be doing it. It's coming from the top. They know what's going on. We out here writing to governors, we writing to senators when they know what's going on because they part of it. That's why every time I write to somebody, the Department of Justice writing me. I haven't wrote to the Department of Justice, not one time. I wrote to senators, I wrote to governors, I wrote to attorney generals, and every time the Department of Justice write me back and let me know they can't help me because they all a part of it. That's why these people, why you think there's so many gang stalkers? Why you think there's so many people kidnapping children, selling children for human trafficking? Because the law, people that's of the law is part of it. They the one that's buying the children. They the one that's buying the teenage girls and young women, sex trafficking. They the one that's buying the black people with melon body parts. And we just sitting here letting it happen. They closed down the whole earth. For what? For they to plant stuff underground. For them to put out all these towers, 5G, talking about a faster Wi-Fi. We don't need no, they the one need to fight the faster 5G to attack us. We don't need it. We can sit and watch TV or watch our laptop or whatever. We don't need all that because it's not good for our bodies. But they need it so they can zap us, rape us with energy that go right into your private area. And a lot of people haven't been activated, but I guarantee you they are attacking you with this energy. You just don't feel it. And you gaining the weight and don't know how you're gaining all this weight. You're getting sick, don't know how you're getting sick because you under attack. You just don't feel it because they haven't activated you. They only ever activate some people so that everybody else will attack that person that's being activated. Whole entire cities attack one person. Some people has committed suicide. Some people have went and retaliated against their attackers for the police to come in and kill them. They put those smart meters on our houses for what? When we've been having analog meters forever. So what we need is smart meters for? Digital meters. So that they can use those digital meters to attack us. They have all this energy, have us submerged under this energy. Like we in Wi-Fi. They watching us right in our homes. And then want to say we terrorists when they the terrorists. Want to tell people that we are drug dealers. They the drug dealers. I don't even go nowhere. I ain't even been out the country to where I'm getting dope from. They telling lies saying that I'm a drug dealer, that my sister's a drug dealer. Where we get dope from? Who we buy it from? I don't even want to be around it. I'm trying to live to go to heaven. They send men in your life to rape you. I ain't gonna say seduce, to rape you, cause this is what they do. And then when you don't give in, when you stop dating, don't give men a chance to rape you, then they want to send this energy in your body that's hot, so that they can make you lust. But see, when you got a made up mind, they can send all the energy they want. you still not gonna allow these people to come in your house and or you go somewhere for they have the chance to rape you. Cause that's what they doing. Gang stalking is still a part of human trafficking. And people just doing it because they're getting paid. Their life and their salvation is so cheap that all they want is a gift card to go to Walmart and buy food. That's the only thing their life is worth. And see, this is what the elite think of you. They don't think of you no more than giving you a gift card, sending you a few dollars or whatever. I don't know how much they give you, but I do know people doing it. People come right in your house, sit right beside you, and attack you with their cell phone, and they think you hear money coming from their cash app, and think you don't see what they don't know what they're doing. I've had people to do me that way. That's why I know who that people that's close to you will turn you in, will sell you out, and keep coming by you, walking by you, and just keep walking by you, so that the technology in your body are out. This is the kind of crap that they do, and don't and like you don't see what they're doing. But we got to think about the children. We're not thinking about us. We got to, and people is think they think they helping their family, but you really sending your family into the prison, probably slavery or whatever, death, because this is what's going to happen. This is exactly what's going to happen because of what you're doing today. You helping the elite and those are the secret society bring what they plan is come to pass because they can't do it by themselves, but because they're getting the people to do it. And they think so little of you that they just want to give you gift cards. What they want to do is close down the earth. Here you where you can't go outside. And then when you put no mask on, you doing a ritual. Because that's part of a ritual. I read about it. I can't remember exactly what it said, but I remember this is some type of ritual, an ancient ritual where they cover their face. It's on the internet. Anything that we going through and you want to know the truth about it, look it up. It's on there. And they just really trying to, I don't know why they putting all this weight on me. They just got my face all puffed up, my stomach all puffed up, my whole body just puffed up. But I'm not going to stop telling the truth. I'm not going to stop telling what I know. And just like I was saying on another video, I don't know if I don't post all my videos. About maybe a week or 2 weeks ago, I could see something that looked like the moon, and there was something else beside it. But it was down here, just above the trees, or behind the trees, because there are trees across the street. And when I was looking at it in my security system, and I was saying, "What is that?" And it looked like the moon, but it was down here. That's why I went outside to see what I can see. Whatever it was lit up. It was round, completely round, just like the moon. And there was something smaller right beside it. But when I went outside to see what I can see, it was behind the trees. So the trees were kind of causing me where I couldn't really tell what it was. But when I come back and look at my security system, I didn't see the trees. I could just see that would look like the moon. And it was over there by that main house that with the white man across the street. And that same night, he was burning a fire. Actually, two different sets of people, or maybe three. Yeah, there was three. There was someone's back way further back here that when you come down this street, it's like a dead end, but you can make a right turn and go down that way. Someone back there was burning a fire that same night. Then the man over there across the street, he was burning a fire. I mean, a fire where it's lit up. The whole backyard is lit up. And then someone over here on this side of the street was burning a fire. That's the same night I saw, it was on a Sunday. The same night they brought the dog, brought my grandson dog here. Because that morning, it was after midnight when they brought the dog, around midnight when they brought the dog. And I went outside again and I looked up in the sky and it had went up in the sky and it had like looked like the swastikas. I reckon I'm saying that right. The thing that the symbol that was on the German military during Hitler time. There's like a line going like this here. It's a line and then it go up, and then there's another line that might go down, and then there was another line that might go different. That's what it looked like. The bottom of whatever those aircrafts are, and that's not the first time I seen that. It's even over there on that moving house, the moving car across the street with the white people over there. Her car, the back of her car lights got that same symbol on it. The German swastika. I've seen a lot of strange things in that sky. I've seen flying saucers, and they've shined some type of blue light that can come down in your house, that had your house blue. I've seen it in my sister's room 3 times. The house where we used to live, I've seen it in the people behind us. I've seen it out on the outs. Their whole outside was blue and inside their house was blue. And the flying saucer was over one of the houses. I'm telling y'all, there's things going on and it's not gonna get no better. I was looking at a video where they was military and one of them was a giant. And this guy asked me, did I think it was real? And I told him, yeah, I do think it was real because he was right there with the people. He was bent down getting something out of a truck or something, but he was still taller than the truck. He was getting something out of the truck bent down, but he was still taller than the truck. I saw that on Facebook. And I had been saying, I do believe the giants is going to start showing themselves. Not just giants, but I think half human, half animal, they're going to start showing themselves. Like the Bible said, the end of days is going to be like the days of Noah. Back in no time, what was happening? The fallen angels was doing all kind of demonic stuff. And the same thing they were doing back in them days is doing today. They looking up corpse so they can get DNA off the corpse and clone it. There's a whole lot of stuff people just don't want to believe. The fires are not being just accidental. They being set on purpose. Those people that died in Hawaii was killed. They was murdered. That's murder. Because they had it where they couldn't get out. They couldn't escape it. They had it barricade where these people could not get out from the fire because they want death. They want less than 500 million people on this whole entire earth. Or less. At less, probably the less they can have on the earth, the better. That's on the Georgia grainstone. And somebody tried to knock it down, but I don't know if they knocked it down or not. They're trying to get rid of because they Ten Commandment. The first commandment is to have less than 500 million people on the earth. And that's why all this sickness is coming. This is why all this death. They're not going to stop until they have what they want because these people serve Satan or whatever they are. Because I don't think they're human. I think they're something from somewhere else. And they killing people. I really do believe that they're killing people and taking their places. Because these things' eyes change. They get reptilian eyes. I've seen their eyes change. Right on TV. Right on TV. People that we look at every day. I've seen Maury Povich eyes change. I've seen Dr. Oz eyes change. I've seen this black girl. She was used to play on Housewife of Atlanta. Now she's on some other movie. She she done went up. I see her eyes change. So I don't know if they allowing demons to get in them, or if they were actually other creatures that shapeshift. Only thing I know is what I saw. I saw the eyes change, and the eye where our pupil is round. Theirs is like a snake, a cat. Cat got no kind of eyes too, but I saw in a vision, and I won't sleep. I was watching TV, and I just went in an open vision, and I saw lizard people. Their faces look like lizards, but they walk upright like us, and they had on uniform like space, like they were in space or something. And but they was carrying rifles, held up like this here. I saw that some years ago at my house. Every time I would go to my house, I would have some kind of something strange would happen. Just like one night I tried to go to sleep, and it was like I was between sleep and woke, but I kept seeing Baphomet. And Baphomet had on a dress. It went all the way. It was in my house, but it was like didn't come in the living room where I was because I was sleeping on the couch. And when you come in my house, the kitchen is the first thing that you get to. That's where it was, right? Just past the door going into the kitchen. And it was just standing there looking at me, had a dress on, but the penis wasn't erected. It was hanging down under the dress. But it was Baphomet. That's what I kept all night long. I kept seeing it. And that what let me know is that the guy that was at my house, because he was from my hometown, and he lived here where we lived at, but he moved now. But I had asked him if he could take me home, and then he was talking to me about his wife. He had moved down here, and his wife was still in Michigan. But he was sitting where I normally sleep at, where my head be at. And that let me know that he was a Mason and that he had his third eye open. So I asked him. I asked him because I could tell. I could tell that he had his third eye open, but I didn't know he was a Mason. But I knew he had his third eye open. And so, and we won't go in together or nothing, but he had the nerve to ask me to marry him. And I told him, I ain't get ready to marry you for them demons to get in me. I haven't seen him since then. Because I felt he joined the gang stalking from I didn't have no interest in marrying him. But I think the reason why he wanted to marry me, evidently, they maybe they get some type of bonus for marrying one of us or something. I don't know, but I couldn't understand why he would ask me to marry him when we won't even going together. He just take me place like home because that's about the only place I went to my house and to my sister's house. But a lot of people is doing things and they try to keep it a secret. But I ain't got time for people and their secrets. I don't even want that mess around me. Because this is my life you playing with, just so that you can prosper. My life is worth more than your prosperity. So all of you people that's in these secret societies and other occult and you want to just do your evil, the game, because you're losing. You're losing your soul salvation. And the Bible say when you gain, when you save your life, you lose it. But when you lose your life, you save it. So all you jokers out here trying to save your life by doing evil, you're actually losing it. So you're gonna go to hell. And all the ones that's losing their life, giving it to Jesus, allowing Jesus to be your Lord and Savior, and you walking in living in obedience, you saving it. And so I'm not going to say a whole lot more, but this is what was on my mind, and I felt like I need to share my thoughts because our children is the future. And what kind of future are you leaving to these children? That you leaving it to these reptilian shapeshifters to rape them and kill them and make slaves out of them. So that's all I got. I'm gonna leave that on that note. Give you something to think about. By y'all sitting back, being quiet, and not believing when somebody trying to tell you what's going on. You can see that they what they're doing to the food. They're closing down the grocery store. You got Bill Gates buying up the farmland, buying up the seeds, and the water is up under the farmland. So he want to have control over the farmland. He gonna have control over the water. He gonna have control over the seeds. And then they're controlling these storms, these fires. And y'all don't see it. The bank's closing down. Because they're getting ready to change the currency. One world order, one world currency, one world religion, and one world government. And they'll probably have the currency so high we can't even afford a dollar of it. Because people sat by it not wanting to believe nothing. I always talking about something that's a conspiracy theory when people live in it. That's how we know what's going on, because we live in it. So I'm getting off of here.